Good people of the internet, it has finally happened. After Fujifilm announced that they would open the X-mount up to third-party lens manufacturers last April, we now finally have our first two official third-party lenses for the Fujifilm X-mount from Tokina. It might not sound all too exciting, but believe me, it is. If you were just about to scroll down in order to write a comment about Viltrox lenses, stop right there. I know about the Viltrox lenses. Viltrox lenses are not official third-party lenses. Viltrox took it into their own hands to reverse engineer the X-mount system. I don't know if their system is better or worse, but it is hard to imagine that it could be better than an official integration, or whether it will break at some point in the future. What I do know is that Viltrox lenses have to be updated using a micro USB cable. You can't update them by copying a file onto the SD card like you would with the camera firmware or Fujifilm lenses. I'm assuming that any official third-party lens can be updated using the camera body. Oh, and I'm also aware that there is a line of Zeiss lenses capable of autofocus for the X-mount, but those are, just like the Viltrox lenses, non-certified. The benefits of having reverse engineered the X-mount is that they don't have to pay any license fee or anything comparable to Fujifilm. At least that's my suspicion. I can't imagine Fuji giving away the secrets to their mount for free. That's one possible reason as to why the Tokina lenses are more expensive than those from Viltrox. There's that, and the fact that Viltrox is a Chinese company and Tokina is from Japan. I don't mean that in a disparaging way, it's just that manufacturing costs would almost certainly be much lower in China. Their reputation for exclusively producing cheap electronics doesn't hold up anymore. And I'm also aware of the handful of X-mount lenses from the likes of Samyang and Venus Optic, but none of them communicate with the camera itself. They are all manual lenses. What I'm talking about in this video are autofocus lenses which communicate with the camera and let the camera drive the motors and whatnot. Even if these two Tokina lenses are useless to you, Fujifilm enthusiasts should be excited because it's a sign of things to come. Well, I hope it's a sign of things to come. You can get lenses for the Sony E-mount system from Sigma, Tamron, Zeiss and also Tokina. The same goes for Canon, Nikon and Panasonic. They've all profited from having a wide range of lenses from different manufacturers. Fujifilm, on the other hand, didn't want to let anyone into their walled garden for a very long time. You were stuck with expensive first-party glass or, as seen with Viltrox, reversed engineered products. It's less likely that big names would reverse engineer a camera mount, but you know, IP rights in China aren't always taken seriously. So how do these new lenses from Tokina compare to Viltrox and Fujifilm? I was only able to find them on Adorama and I'm not sure if the pricing is fixed yet, but as things stand, the Tokina lenses will cost you $150 more than the alternative from Viltrox. But then again, the Tokina 23mm f1.4 is $270 cheaper than the Fujifilm XF10-24mm f1.4 lens. Based purely on the specs, the Viltrox and Tokina lenses are very comparable. Both feature 11 elements in 10 groups, including 2 extra low dispersion glass elements on the Viltrox and 2 low dispersion glass elements in the Tokina. The Fujinon has 11 elements in 8 groups. Both the Viltrox and the Tokina have a clickless aperture ring, which is kind of disappointing. The Viltrox is 260 grams while the Tokina is 276 grams and the Fuji is the heaviest at about 300 grams. None of the three lenses are stabilized, so they're better suited to cameras with IBIS such as the X-T4. I've read reports that the Viltrox lenses just can't produce as nice colors as the Fuji lenses, so I'm desperately hoping that Tokina has produced something at least close to the Fujifilm standard. The 33mm f1.4 doesn't really paint a different picture. Both the Tokina and the Viltrox are made up of 10 elements in 9 groups. The Viltrox weighs in at 270 grams and the Tokina at 285 grams. The Fujinon XF35 f1.4, which is the closest f1.4 lens to 33mm, has 8 elements in 6 groups and weighs only 187 grams. You do get another perk when going with a Tokina over a Viltrox lens. They offer double the warranty period, 2 years instead of 1. And apart from that, and of course the fact that one is licensed and the other is not, there's honestly not much more that differentiates them based purely on specs. They both look quite similar, they're not weather sealed, and they even have the same filter size. It'll come down to how well each lens performs in the field. If the image quality of the Tokina comes close to what the Fujinon offers, then the former is clearly the lens to buy. But until long-term reviews are out, we don't know whether that is the case. In case you are wondering, Tokina will also launch a 56mm f1.4 lens in the near future, just as Viltrox has already done. Let me know down in the comments if you would choose one of the official third-party lenses from Tokina over one of the Viltrox lenses and why. I was actually considering a Viltrox lens for the last couple of months and now I'm not too sure what to think. I think that in the end it will be worth waiting for the reviews. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button to show your appreciation. And while you're down there, why not consider subscribing? Right, that has been enough from me for one day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.